Welcome back, everybody. Y'all thought I forgot, didn't y'all? Nope. Before we even continue on with the rest of the show, I just want to encourage you guys to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the bell so you'll get notifications when I upload new videos. I'll be doing it every week, going to a new show. And with that being said, let's continue on with the second half of Punch. So continuing where we left off from last week, let's go right into Nina Chanel Abney's piece, the artist who curated this entire show. So the name of this piece is called Junk Mail Scribble Number 2, and it is a huge piece. It's actually 2 panels put together. So Nina created this painting using acrylic and spray paint, and the colors came out extremely vibrant. It looks like she applied the paint in a flat manner, but even though she's done it that way, you can see the multiple layers in this piece. If you look at some of the figures, you can see that they start to become transparent and it kind of leads your eye into the background of the painting. In her newer paintings, she's been kind of reducing the figures to simple shapes, which is almost like a reference to Cubism. This kind of reminds me of Guernica by Picasso. Next up, we got this piece by Danny Fox called Le Cauchemar, which translates to The Nightmare. Yeah, for the life of me, I can't figure out why this would be a nightmare. Outside, she got the birds chirping. She in the house chilling on her fancy chair with her pearl necklace, got her cat sitting on her lap. Looks like she's chilling. Either one or two things is happening. Either that cat with them yellow eyes is controlling her, or she looked like she forgot something. Like, God damn it. So both of these pieces right here are made by the artist Shabalala Self. The one on the left is called Madam, and the one on the right is called Damsel. Both of these paintings were made by fabric that she painted on and then cut out and assembled in a way of like a collage. And if you look at both of these figures, they kind of look like women who are in the stage after childbirth. It looks like she might have been breastfeeding or something like that. I'm not really sure if this one, this figure was pregnant also. The way she's standing looks like it might be like an invitation or something like that. She's standing like she's inviting you. And her body is a little bit more formed. Her breasts aren't as, I hate to use the word, but saggy. So this piece right here is by Kari Johnson Ricks, and it's called I Bet. And if you don't understand what that means, that translates to, all right, certainly. To me, it looked like God is coming down and telling this dude, like, yo, I got this plan I want you to carry out for me. And my man's is like, say no more. Just let me finish cooking up this calamari first, because a nigga kind of hungry right now. So this painting right here is by Amoako Boafo. I hope I didn't butcher that. And it's called Blue Suit. My man's in the paint is looking like, yo, I'm getting all this money, and I bought some white hands with them shits. In every music video I ever seen with a bunch of rappers getting a lot of money, they buy cars, jewelry, houses, all kind of clothes. I ain't never seen a motherfucker so rich where they could buy some white hands. Oh man, I'm gonna feel like a dick if this dude actually had vitiligo. So this piece is by Greg Breda, and it's called Breath, Width, and Depth. It's acrylic on vellum. My apologies for the glare on this. It's a lot of glare on the glass. I tried to capture it as best as I could, but the light is reflecting too much off of the glass. So this piece is by Georgina Graytrix, and it's called Desert Island Disco. And it looks like everybody is at this party having a terrible time except for that woman on the right hand side with the blonde hair and no bra on. The woman in the back looks especially bored because she's not even in the foreground of the painting. So this work is by Jeffrey Chung, and it's called Pink Curve, and it's acrylic on canvas. And it appears as though in the painting there's a bunch of nude men, and it looks like they're having an orgy. And I think it's called Pink Curve because of the curve that they make at the top of the painting by the way they're holding each other. So this piece is called Plain Air, and it's by Cheyenne Julian. And if you really break this down, I think what she's trying to say is that her ass can paint better than most people can paint with their hands. It's not a weird flex, it's just the truth. But in all seriousness though, I am curious as to why the figure has their head in the sand. I'm guessing the figure in the painting is an artist who's expected to make a certain type of painting that the art world wants. And he or she literally makes paintings from their ass just to please everybody. So this piece is by Jordan Castile and it's called Her Turn. The title of this work interests me the most. So if you look at her, she's wearing her traditional clothing from her homeland and she's also sitting on a New York subway car. Her turn can not only mean that she's physically turning away from the viewer, but also that she's temporarily turning away from her old country to get accustomed to living in America. So this piece is called Man Lying in a Garden Bed by Jonathan Lyndon Chase. And it's made with acrylic and marker on cotton bed sheets. If you look up close right here, you can see the texture from the sheet. It looks like he used a bunch of thin washes of paint for this work. I can't tell if he used a primer like gesso or something before he painted on top of it, but I think it's a nice touch because sheets are also kind of see-through anyway, so it works even better. So this piece right here is called Fickle Business by Caitlin Cherry, and this is all oil on canvas. The draftsmanship of this is just like godlike. And this is basically shedding a light on black biker culture from what I can see, or at least that's what I'm interpreting from it. Looks like the figures in the painting were having some kind of block party or they were shooting a music video or something like that. Kind of reminiscent of the Rough Riders from the 90s. If you don't know who the Rough Riders are, then you gotta do your Googles, man. This painting is by Arc Monoro Niles and it's called If I Get Too Close with a Magic Fade. It's a beautiful piece. It's a bunch of different mediums put into this. You got oil, acrylic, and glitter on canvas. This dude's hair and beard is popping. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know exactly what this work means. I would need a little bit more clarification as to what the work is about because there's a lot of different things going on. You got figures that looks like they're having sex. I don't know if you guys know what this means. Just let me know. I don't know what this little dude right here means, but if you guys have a clue as to what this work is about, explain it to me because I'm kind of having a hard time trying to translate it in my head. This is called Work It Out and it's by Kari Johnson Ricks. So in the work, it looks like you have three figures. You have a man, a woman, and a dog in it. And the man and the woman, they look like godly beings. I don't know if they're having a competition or what, but the man is doing push-ups and the woman is doing push-ups too. Looks like he's kind of struggling to push himself up, and she's pushing herself up with ease. It looks like she has the sun around her head. So this piece can be interpreted in two different ways. Either she's trying to prove to the man that she can push herself up, or she's trying to show that she's a support system to the man. It's like she's encouraging him to push harder. So this piece is by Devin Shimayama, and it's called Roses Are Falling. It has a bunch of different materials in it: oil, colored pencil, collage, jewelry, denim, flash, some other things that I can't remember right now. So it appears as though you have this person sitting in a field with roses falling, reading a book on witchcraft. And in my interpretation, roses are a flower of love. So maybe this person is reading a book on witchcraft to try to, I don't know, find some kind of spell to cast on somebody to like fall in love with them. I could be completely wrong. That's just a guess. So this piece is called Resort by Monica Kim Garza, and it looks like the figures here are like somewhere tropical, having a good time. Maybe Jamaica, Barbados, somewhere, Caribbean islands. So So these two pieces right here are two untitled pieces by Henry Taylor, who's also a Cal Arts alum like your boy. Both of these paintings are made with acrylic on canvas. Next up, we got two works by Lucia Hierro. This one is called Surf Rear. Oh man, I pronounced that so wrong, but it's a digital print on suede, cotton, felt, and foam. And this one up here is called After School Special, and it's also a digital print on brushed nylon with felt and foam. And last but not least, we got a few more beautiful untitled collage pieces by the one and only Narcissista. Well, that's it for Punch by Nina Chanel Abney. I'll have more next week. Just make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, and make sure you hit the bell to get notifications of when I post new videos. And I'll see you guys next week. Peace.